This is the fastest track in the East. This is the action track.
We have a big racing program once again tonight, as a whole bunch of race cars are signing in the pits, especially in the street division. As it's been a couple of weeks for most of these competitors. Last week we just did run the held over races from opening night. So it was just the cars that had qualified for the main events on opening night that were here. So a lot of them. Car number 29, Dave Furtado, the 23 of Don Rogue, the 103. And corporate lights, we go to green. And we are underway with this qualifying round. Pete Rhoda immediately jumps out of the lead in car number 41. As he rolls out of turn 2, Art Britt rides in second, but here comes Frank Kaiser Jr. down to the long side of the Antec Chevy. Car number 39, a little bit loose. Joe Bannister out of Warwick gets loose out of turn 4. But look at the lead. Pete Rhoda is able to open up here on the field in that number 41. Pete way up high and scrubs the wall. As he exits turn 4, a very big lead over second place running Ed Gannon in the number 50. Gannon settles into that runner-up spot. Kaiser is third. And on the outside, here comes John Sylvia in car number 2. Sylvia works the high side as the black flag is out for Joe Bannister in the number 39. Halfway marker shown. Pete Rhoda as he pulls away from the rest of the pack here tonight in number 41. Continues to hold down to the number 2 spot, but look at car number 40. Last week's winner, Embassy Harmon, moves up through, and the 110 has gone around to the second turn. That is Kevin Poland from Pawtucket, and he backs it off the racetrack and will stay green. Car number 40, Mossy Hammond, and car number 40 has moved up through the pack, and he now sits in the 6th position with 2 laps to go. He's got a couple of feature wins this year. In that number 40, he's looking very strong here tonight. But off turn 4, the white flag is out for our race leader, New Bedford's Pete Rhoda, in car number 41. Pete Rhoda takes it down the back straightaway and off turn 4 for the final time in this heat race. Pete Rhoda will pick up the win in car number 41. Ed Gannon will come home second, with Frank Kaiser third. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, our top 8 in qualifying. Statewide concrete, 41, it's Pete Rhoda. Runner-up behind the wheel of car number 50, it is Ed Gannon. In third, in the 0, Frank Kaiser Jr. out of North Providence of the Adtech Chevrolet. Finishing 4th behind the wheel of car number 2 from Bristol, Rhode Island, it was John Sylvia. In 5th spot, a multi-time winner this year from Berkeley, Mass, Kamasi Harmon. In 6th was car number 9. For Jason Steele out of Seekonk, Massachusetts, and rounding out the top 8 in car number 6, a feature winner this year, Roland Wheeler, and finishing in the 8th and final spot there that qualified car number 29 for Dave Furtado from right here in Seekonk, Mass. Round number 2 for the street division is on the racetrack, and with the starting lineup and all the action for heat race number 2, here's Jim Power.
Third from Rehoboth, then car number 1 is bringing up the rear. A couple of bad at entry. Sundin trying to stay ahead of Tim Akoussis in the 60 automobile. Sundin with Akoussis in the 60 getting underneath. Little leaning going back and forth as they're finding it slow going on that backstretch. A lot of traffic. As Sundin continuing to lead. Tim Akoussis in that second spot. Not much working up through the traffic as we have 3 deep all the way back. Now we're signaling out, and Eddie Perry getting into a bit of a problem, back and forth, sideways. And he's got a tire problem, real bad tire problem in right rear. automobile. A new paint job for Bobby Betancourt. Fireball Young is tangled up with the 100 automobile of Andy Johnson, and he has to fall in line. Look at this push job coming through the turns as we get 3 in a row. The 76 automobile Richie Napier. Got the 82 out there. Sundin is out there. The 76 takes over the lead, followed by Al Emiratis with 2 to go. 2 to go. Napier, Al Emiratis have taken over the 1-2 position as we continue 3 deep further back. A lot of traffic. They're finding it a hard road to hoe as the 64 is cutting a wide swath using all of the racetrack. 4 deep down the turns. Everybody's trying to qualify as the white flag is down. Look at this mess across the main straightaway as the 82 has quit running. The 82 has quit running. Here's your finish with Napier just beating out Amarathis. And the 65 automobile of Broderick finishing in 3rd. I think the 60... I think Lenny Young could have been there too unofficially, just looking at it the way it happened. But it never really opened up back there. And it was a lot of work. Those drivers felt like they could have been in 4 races instead of 1. Another one to go yet. Let's see what happens on this one.
Okay, thanks, Jim. Remember, tonight's racing brought to you by the fine folks at Fantastic Sam's, the original family hair cutters locations throughout the southern New England area. And you can see the Tom Scully Sportsman next on June 13th, which was today in Cranston, Rhode Island. Next week, the car will be out at the Fantastic Sam's in Norton, Mass. Right now, it's the Street Division, 3rd qualifying round for the Streeters tonight. And on the pole in the 09 Chevrolet, the TSR Services number 09 from Newport, it's Tim Nisbet. And outside of him, in the ABC Autoglass Worcester County Air Freight B&T Sand and Gravel Chevy, rookie driver from Worcester, it's Bill Banfill. Starting 3rd on the grid in car number 24 from Edgartown, Massachusetts, in the Bay State Towing and rounding out the field in the 26, it's Pete Fernandez in the PJ Cronin Dynamo Classic Big L Green flag is out. We're underway with this street stock qualifier, 3rd one of the night, and our race leader is car number 09, Tim Nisbet. The 24, Chris McGee, settles back in 2nd, and here comes Bill Banfill on the outside as we got a jam session out there in turn number 4.
95 is quick, though. 95 is
Car number
quick.
20, getting rear-ended by Bill Manchester, Kevin Gouvier. And now the field coming up on Manchester's car out there, but everybody able to get slowed down. Kevin Gouvier in the number 20 out of Berkeley, Mass. The 01 of John McHugh. Make up row 2 as they come down to the green flag of Ron Manfredo, and we're back underway. Kenny Kohler way up high out there in turn 1 as he tries to go right up and around Gene Weston and Bill Banfill. He's taking it 3 deep up there on the outside of that A&A Auto Parts number 43. Down to the line to complete a lap, and it's the 09. Big Nisbet out in front. Chris McGee is 2nd. Gene Carter is 3rd, but here comes Kohler on the outside. Mike Bowler right there as well in car number 30. As those 2 drivers work the high side here, 3 wide. They're down to 10 leaders. Tim Nisbet way out of shape. That car off the pace in the 09, and our new leader is car number 24 for Chris McGee. Right behind him in 2nd and closing fast is car number 43, Ken Catch Me If You Can, Bowler. Driving down through turns 1 and 2. Kohler looks to the inside underneath Chris McGee out of the back straightaway, and at the halfway mark, it looks like Kenny Kohler will come to the low side and take over the lead at the halfway point. Car number 78, Gene Carter hangs on in 3rd. The 88 of Brian Mailbaum started pretty far back in the pack, and he's worked his way up the 4th. Gene Weston on the outside in the double O. And then Bob Clark in the 96. Mike Bowler in car number 30 and Glenn Lawton in car number 70. All battle down the back straightaway now with 2 laps to go. 2 to go for the race leader, Ken Kohler, in the A&A Auto Parts Chevrolet. Chris McGee holds on to the number 2 spot as car number 78, Gene Carter, is a little bit off the pace, and he drops out of the top 8. Right side, the top 1 left to go. For car number 43, Kenny Kohler from Providence, Rhode Island, in the A&A Auto Parts Kohler's Crew Chevy, and he'll come off turn 4 and collect the checkered flag from Ron Manfredo. Second spot is Chris McGee. Third is Brian Mailbaum. Fourth is Bob Clark. Coming home fifth is young Mike Bowler with Glenn Lawton sixth. Gene West. Ken Kohler from Providence, Rhode Island. The A&A Auto Parts Kohler's Crew First Line Speed Chevy. Second spot, again, Chris McGee, car number 24, the Bay State Towing number 24. In third, coming all the way from the back of the pack, Brian Mailbaum out of Bourne in the Altenburg VW car. Then it was the 96 of Bob Clark in the fourth spot. Mike Bowler, fifth. Glenn Lawton, sixth. Gene Weston, seventh. And eighth, once again, Ken Wass in car number 58 from eastbound. Round number 4 for the street division on the Speedway. And once again, here's Jeff.
J.C. Flesick from North Attleboro will be on the pole in the 106 automobile with Keith Tripp from Plymouth in car number 32. Chips Automotive Service and Buzzards Bay sponsors. Ed Proto from Mansfield in the 108. Dave Haywood from Bristol, Rhode Island in the Jack's Auto Salvage car number 63. From Fall River, the Copier Supply East Providence sponsored automobile car number 70. Rhode Island, the 116. Jerry Baskin from Woonsocket in the 56. And right away we got debris all over the racetrack and the 63 facing backwards. As Dave Hayward loses a part of the gets to the green. And Jason Flesick gets it again. The 32 again. Starts to go backwards on that outside row, moves way up high. The 108 automobile of Ed Proto down the inside. But he's wide coming out of the turns. They make it 40 from the straightaway. Proto goes into the turn tight, comes out of the turn way out wide. And this gives Nancy Sherman a little bit of an edge as she comes down the inside. She'll be looking for that space underneath, but no, it didn't come back that time. Let's see what happens on the backstretch. As Nancy, the 03 sees it, and the 03, Paul Melberg, gets underneath Nancy Sherman, but didn't quite have enough before the door closed. Ed Proto has a pretty good hold on the lead right now, but the 03 automobile of Paul Melberg, he sees that hole open up. Hold on to that 32. The 32, he's round and round and up and over the fence and back down again. And it looks like he's done some serious damage to that automobile. They'll be going into the pits as the 03 of Paul Melbourne finally gets it up and gets underneath Ed Proto and takes over the lead. Junior's Auto Supply 03. He's got it down the inside, and he's got it pedaled in the middle as the 08. The 108 of Ed Proto getting a little bit squirrely coming out of the turn to give it a little bit too much and burn that tire. The 48 automobile of Roger Hedges with 2 laps to go. Roger continues to try to get up through the traffic on the outside, as does the 25 to 17. Finding it tough going. Right now, Ed Proto continuing to give Paul Melberg a little bit of competition. Nancy Sherman riding in that 3rd spot as they come around for the final turn. Coming out with Paul Melberg from Mansfield, the Junior's Auto Supply, his Auto Body 03, the red automobile, taking all the marbles on that one.